Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be talking about the recently aired Al Jazeera documentary titled Gold Mafia, which exposes how a network of smugglers, criminals and corrupt officials are smuggling our precious gold and billions of dollars overseas. This documentary is based on dozens of undercover operations spanning 3 continents, thousands of documents obtained by the Al Jazeera investigative unit. So in this video, we're going to be talking about how they possibly filmed this thing, the type of cameras they used, how they managed to pull it off, and how they managed to gain access to some of the most sensitive footage that we saw on this documentary. To film this documentary, they used hidden cameras. I'm sure you all know about that. Cameras that were concealed in everyday objects like buttons, glasses, pins, you name it. They also used microphones that were hidden in their clothes or other accessories like spectacle cases, watches, etc. They had to be very careful not to arouse any suspicions or reveal their true intentions. In short, they had to act like criminals, which made this whole operation extremely difficult. So here's a list of cameras which I think they probably used. Number 1 is a spy shirt button camera. Now, hear me out. This is one of the most common spy cameras out there. It is, well, what can I say, the smallest if possible, and also it happens to be one of the most difficult to identify. So these little items are fairly cheap. From around $29 you can get yourself a button camera. They're so advanced they even come with a transmitter, so whereby you'll be recording whilst directly transmitting to a receiver somewhere close by. Now speaking of Al Jazeera, these guys probably had lots of money for production of custom-made button cameras. Another very popular type of spy camera is the eyeglass camera. Yep. Put them on, start recording. Well, not these ones, but you know what I mean. Ranging from only about $50. Eyeglass cameras are some of the most common type of spy cameras out there. The thing is, they're also very difficult to identify because most of them come with the center lenses. They're placed with the lens, the camera lens is right in the middle. So wherever I look, I'm filming that. And to make things interesting is that most undercover agents will be wearing some kind of glasses or spectacles of some sort so that you don't really recognize their face. But anyway, that's supposed to be top secret, right? These eyeglass spectacles are also very hard to identify if you're not a trained person. These gadgets come with a memory card slot, and I want to believe they now have transmitting capabilities and audio recording capabilities. So I remember watching one of those old James Bond movies, and one of the most common gadgets in those movies was a spy pen. I could be easily taking notes whilst I'm recording you, both video and audio. So these things come with a lot of real estate for a lot of devices, and I'm sure now they can easily transmit via 5G. Speaking of guys like Al Jazeera, they can easily get a nice customized Parker pen and they'll be taking notes, and you would even think twice that it's a camera, yet you're actually being recorded. Yeah, that's how scary it is. Then number four, I'm sure you know what it is. It can only be watches. Like these days, there are smartwatches everywhere. Almost everyone has a smartwatch. Watches have been able to do a lot of spy work for a long time. This is not new technology, and I want to believe now it's only gotten better. There's so many smartwatches around on the market, and God knows what some of these watches can do. It's easy to fix in a camera lens, it's easy to fix in a microphone, it's easy to fix in a transmitter. And guys, this is Al Jazeera. These guys can easily afford to custom make a Rolex fitted with a camera and a microphone. So you see, there are many other places where cameras and microphones can be hidden. Jewelry, those necklaces, neck chains, earrings, rings, beware of that. Even regular clothing. I mean, this is just a few of some of the cameras and technologies that I think these guys used to film this documentary. I'm sure there are many other devices that were used to film this thing. So many cameras that you wouldn't think even existed. And with the way technology is evolving, it's crazy the type of gadgets that you see out there. Now, because it's so easy to get your hands on some of these spy cameras, guys, I'm not giving anyone ideas. Don't think you can just get yourself some spy glasses and walk your way to State House and do some recordings. No, my guy, you find yourself in trouble. I'm sure there are systems in place that can detect such. One of the most interesting parts is this footage. You can see right here, these guys, they're following people around in the airport. Considering how secure the airport is, it'll be a mammal task to get your hands on such footage, but not quite. Okay, as a Zimbabwean, let me explain. First of all, following someone around with a camera in an airport requires someone with access to certain points of the airport, right? It's either you're a passenger or you have access rights. Now, looking at these guys, how much do you think they're paid? Well, your guess is as good as mine, because honestly, if someone was to come to me with $1,000, okay, 500, you know what? Okay, $120 to follow someone around with a button camera on my shirt, I'll gladly do it. I'll gladly do it. Now, imagine doing that for a whole 24 months. But dude, you have yourself a huge library of footage. Same applies with the CCTV. It's easy to bribe these guys. It's easy to bribe almost anyone in Zim. Well, from a filmmaking perspective, that was really good. That was really good. The production quality, top notch. I'm sure we can learn a thing or two on how to produce such intriguing and interesting documentaries. Recording devices come in any shape or form, even that you least expect. I mean, technology, the way it's evolving, it's crazy. We'd have thought in 2003 that in 2023, we'll all be having cameras in our phones.